Good evening and welcome to the Roosh Scumbaugh Show. We have a disturbing report from Texas. Sandy Smith, who is mayor of her small town there, has abandoned her office rather than face the voters in the upcoming election. Instead, she is now running for a place in the Texas State Senate, and thus continuing her vendetta against Ted Anderson, who she replaced as mayor in the town 4 years ago. He is also running for that same office. Clearly her political ambitions know no bounds. She is obsessed with imposing her socialist agenda not only in one small town where it would do limited damage, but across all of Texas. She and her fellow Democrats will surely ruin the economy of their state all to satisfy their lust for power. What's it going to take to stop this madness? As an atheist, she hates the great religion of Christianity and therefore has no legitimate moral values. Why else would she insist that killing unborn babies be legal here again, along with gay marriage and the sale and use of marijuana? What next? Legalizing incest and bestiality? Where will the corruption of these liberals end?
Wow, he's really getting desperate, isn't he? Let him rant. We have our own web-based news network. I'm just glad Jason Laker was able to keep it running for us while we were gone. Yeah, but we need to have a consistent title for our show. First it was the Queer Avengers, when the two of us were working with Suzanne and Laura, then it was the Debbie and Carrie show when it was just us two, and then the Jason and Olivia Laker show. We need a title that includes all of us. That's it. We can call it the America for All show. And we will deal with all sorts of issues besides those of the LGBT community. Remember that interview Laura did with the black doctor who works in Compton? We should do more stories like that. Debbie, you're brilliant. Inclusiveness and diversity of voices is exactly what our network needs. If we can form alliances with other marginalized people, we can all make a difference. Okay, let's do this. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening and welcome to the America for All show. Today, I have this to share from my own sister Vicky, who wrote the original essay when she was in Boston and had to deal with bullies there who sought to make her miserable for being different from them. Okay. Roll 'em.
My name is Vicky Sims. No doubt many of you have read or heard terrible things about me, so I have written this essay to set the record straight. Yes, I was born to a woman who was a prostitute, and I have no idea who my genetic father is, nor does it matter. I had no choice about this matter. Strictly speaking, there are no illegitimate children, only illegitimate parents. My birth mother made choices to both get hooked on drugs and to become a sex worker to feed her drug habit. She became so obsessed with making as much money as possible that she even allowed pedophiles to rape me after they offered her money to do this. I was also used a lot in child porn. But I was so messed up that I thought this was normal, and it wasn't until I was 7 and my Uncle Brad found out what was happening that he reported it to the authorities, causing his sister to be sent to prison. But my uncle already had 3 kids, and he was impoverished, so I was put in various foster homes. But until I was 12, no one wanted to adopt me, mainly because I had contracted HIV from one of my rapists. Then a couple of lesbians, Lucy and Jessica Sims, came into my life. After learning of my plight, they decided to adopt me. This is why I find it strange that some people are opposed to LGBT people adopting children. Would it have been better for me to still be in foster care? No. With the Sims, I not only gained 2 loving mothers, but also a sister, who is bisexual, a sister-in-law who is also lesbian, and other relatives by adoption who have loved and supported me far more than my birth mother ever did. There is a huge difference between being sexually deviant, like LGBT people are, and being sexually violent like my birth mother and her perverted clients were. In addition to giving me a better life, my mothers introduced me to their religion, Unitarian Universalism. The first principle of this religion is the inherent worth and dignity of all people, including me. Because I was told I was worthy of love, I learned how to love others in turn. And as a result, I now want to be a UU minister so I can help others just as I was helped. Giving spiritual and moral guidance is my calling, and I hope you will support my efforts.
Because Vicky Sims was able to get the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth about herself out, she was able to discredit the bullies and gain her own following. Then she won the fight to make her school more ethical, even exposing a corrupt teacher who was sexually exploiting some of her own students. And what Vicky did for her school, Sandy Smith wants to do for Texas. That is why she is running for the Texas State Senate after serving so well as our town's mayor. Corruption and bigotry can never be excused, and we must elect more and more people dedicated to opposing them, not making excuses for them using extremist religion as their motivation. The Founding Fathers of America made the United States a secular nation. We honor their legacy by opposing conservative bigots today. That is so awesome. Thank you. Give me that video you made of Vicky so I can upload it on my own YouTube channel and use it on my campaign. She is living proof that one person standing up for truth and justice can make a difference. And I can do no less now and here.